All right, so we're back out here at the Johnson residence, Sequoia Drive, I think. So today is the 1st of June of 2026. I always make sure I get the dates on these. This is a roof claim for storm damage. Again, I've got the shingle to come out here and do a repair. This is markings that were made by, this is a very steep roof, by the way, guys. This is markings that were made by the insurance adjuster. Great dude. I was out here with him, had a great conversation. He marked this as a storm damage shingle. So this is the one that we're going to replace today. Try to see how that works out. I want to show, I did put the claim number on here, 030CB, sorry, 030C as in Charlie, 8, B as in Bravo, 957. It's with farmers. From my experience, they treat their customers very well. So we're out here. This, if you want to get an angle, is going to be the shingle that we're replacing. There are some issues with the shingle underneath it, as you can see. That is actually a shingle. So that is, this is the shingle above it. This will be the shingle that we're replacing here. So as you can see, I'll get my push bar here in a second, we'll get that out. But that's what we're gonna be doing. Unlike most days, I've actually got somebody out here to help me record, but we're still gonna do some cuts. So yeah, so we're gonna cut it here. Hot out here. Okay, I do have the other shingle. This was the shingle that I've talked about ITEL a couple of times. Ooh, it's hot. But that is the shingle that this is supposed to be. Same color, same measurements. We're gonna check that here in a minute. The first thing that we have to do, obviously, is remove the shingle. So I like to make sure I practice proper techniques. So I'm gonna get the pry bar under this one. Now, this shingle is gonna react a little different than most because most of it has been removed. So this is actually the under part of the dimensional shingle, which is why it's gonna be a little tough. So let's see what we got. So I'm gonna have Clarence get a little bit closer here so you guys can kind of see what's happening. You want to get right in this front area here underneath the shingle. So if you can see that mastic, I'm gonna ruin this shingle, but it's already been ruined. That mastic is really sealing to that shingle underneath there, but there's a lot of material transfer between the two shingles, as you can see. So I'm gonna back up just a little bit, that way I don't bump you. Is proper technique, the Hague standards, to remove the shingle. Caught that son of a gun, see that? Quick reactions, baby, quick reactions. Whew. Almost there, guys. That's the end of the shingle right there. You see it?
Got it.
All right. So I can feel fasteners in there. I kind of need this to go a little bit further. As you can see, this shingle is just straight up falling apart. So now the way that shingles are nailed, as I've kind of explained a couple times already on the channel, right, is you've got multiple rows, right? So this shingle here's got another row up here, which they call the drive line. That's where the shingle's actually nailed into the roof. The other shingle gets put over top of it. That's why you don't see any nails or see any penetrations in roofs. It's just kind of the way that they do it. Because I think this one here, yeah, it's still attached. You see that?
See it?
So, because of that fact that I just stated, you have to remove the shingle above it, the tar line, as I call it, from the shingle itself that's damaged to be able to get to the drive line. I didn't anticipate. All right. Yeah. So as you can see, what is that? What's the word I'm looking for? How good the shingles will hold up to being hit, right?
Yeah, it's pulling through.
So let's see when I actually get in there what we're kind of looking at. I'm going to be a little less gentle now. See it happen again?
Yep. I see it right there.
Yep. And I haven't lifted this pry bar at any sort of a degree. So the Hague standards state that you're not to lift the shingles that are staying on the roof any more than about a 35 to a 40 degree angle. At 45 degrees, you're going to bend it, right? So we're not doing that, obviously. It's just the mastic that's going to be on these older shingles. So this could end up being one of my longer videos. No cuts on this one, baby. I'm gonna have to change my gimmick. My gimmick was doing cuts and making it look good. All right, come here real quick.
All right.
So as you can see, this is still the shingle that was marked as damaged. As you can see, it's connected here, but that whole part has been removed. But it's completely falling apart.
Oh yeah.
Right? So what you're gonna get is now this shingle here is gonna have all this material transfer on the back of it. I'm trying not to lift it up and bend it, but you see all that? So you're not gonna be able to put a shingle back in there. I'm gonna keep him rolling. Before we started, I talked about cutting it here, but I want this to be seen. So I'm gonna remove the shingle. I'm not gonna say much while I'm doing it. So for the audience that likes me, it's gonna be boring, but for the insurance people who are now gonna see this, because now I have to show them. Every time I try to get one of these roofs repaired, they say that I can repair. Something weird ends up happening. Thank God for video evidence, right, guys? This is insane. Hold on to that for me. Keep that in view of the camera so they know that that's the one that we've been using. So all this shiny, as I kind of explained before, I'm sure on the channel, that this is all fiberglass. So if you're watching a roofing channel, then you've probably done construction work. So you know what that feels like. But if you look up under here, right? So we've got this entire shingle that's now been ruined. Damn, the fastener is, yeah, thank you. That's why I wanted to keep it in view. Pull your fasteners all over the place, buddy. Oh, that explains a little bit of it. It's stapled too. So there's nails and staples in this roof that somebody used to fasten everything in.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So that's a shingle that's staying, unfortunately. But because this shingle was in such disrepair, from the storm, from everything that happened to it. That's the shingle we removed right there. So now you've got pull-through fasteners on the shingle underneath that was ripped apart because this one still had the mastic on it. These, let me tell you, brother. So if you want to get a good view on this right here, these Tamcos, video that. Look at the pitch, baby. Some dangerous roofs up here. Okay, so if you look, Tamco, right? My company is kind of exclusive to GAF. No ads, by the way. I'm not paid by anybody to say any of this. GAF is what I use because I trust them. But I will have to say, Tamco makes a great tack strip, as I call it. I've come up on Tamco roofs that are 25 years old, where the mastic from the shingle is still good. You can't get it off. So I have to say that for them. OC is one of the worst when it comes to that, but Tamco's good. So unfortunately though, this can happen when you have that. So again, that's the shingle damage there. And again, we've not cut any of this, so you've seen everything that I've done. So if you look now, this shingle here now has creasing in it, right? And again, this shingle here is damaged due to the fact that the other shingle stuck to it. This shingle above it that did have our claim number on it no longer has our claim number on it because we had to get to the drive line of the shingle that was above it, or below it, sorry. So instead of doing the, how many did they pay for? 15?
15.
15. Can you show my audience the other side of the roof too? So all those that are marked up that you see are all ones that they're saying that we should do this on. As you guys know, I don't ruin people's roofs, so that's not going to be something that we're going to be able to do today. Seeing as how I only have one pack of shingles, and I feel like this is going to get out of hand real quick. See there's a hole in that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, since I do a lot of insurance claim work, I kind of know when something is what they call unrepairable. And due to the rigidness of this shingle, just over time it happens. You know, the asphalt gets dry, but yeah, we're not going to be able to work on these, unfortunately. So back to the drawing board we go, Mr. Harris.
All right.
See you guys. That was going to be a longer video, I thought, but here we are. Okay. My little smirk was supposed to be the end of the video, but you get bonus footage, bonus content. As I stated, this is the Tamco heritage that they're claiming is this shingle, right? Funny, me being a roofer, I kind of know a little bit about shingles. So I know that Tamco called a shingle the heritage, but it didn't dimensionally line up with the old heritage. So you've got the Pro 20 and now you have the new. This is the Pro 20. Unfortunately, ITEL is still a little bit behind the times. Can you get a good shot of that? ITEL's a little still behind the times, and they're not realizing that this is a new one, even though it's the same name. So if you look, I'll take this. I'm gonna direct this. Look, boom, and boom. So these are not the same dimension. If you look, I've got overlap there, but that is right on line with where my old shingle was. So they are not the same. Thanks.